A wave of layoffs from some of the biggest banks making it harder to get a job on Wall Street right about now, and headhunters are being flooded with resumes. Leslie Picker joins us with that story. What's going on here?
Hey, Andrew. It's been nothing short of a tough summer on Wall Street, with job cuts stemming from almost every corner. Layoffs in the U.S. financial services industry tripled in July to more than 2,000 when compared with the same month last year. More than 15,000 have been lost so far this year. Globally, tens of thousands more layoffs have been announced. Deutsche Bank said it would cut 18,000 jobs. HSBC plans to lay off 4,000 employees after its CEO was fired. Barclays said last week it cut 3,000 jobs in the second quarter. Citi and UBS are also reportedly downsizing hundreds of jobs. Big banks are turning to layoffs in an effort to cut costs. Revenue from trading units has suffered as investors sit out this macro uncertainty, and other factors like steeper competition, automation have caused banks to trim jobs as well. And for those who do remain, compensation is expected to be flat or lower this year, with equity and bond traders facing the steepest declines. That's according to a new Johnson Associates report, guys.
It's no surprise, really. I mean, given the results, trading has been a weak spot for quarters and quarters and quarters on Wall Street. And then you have the closures of Deutsche Bank and Citigroup doing all those layoffs.
Exactly.
Is there somebody else, do you think, that picks up the slack?
Well, the machines, because of the automation.
But no, but I'm saying, is there some other place where all these people ultimately land?
In terms of, well, that's the key question. And I think, if you read and speak with people who do headhunting for Wall Street, they'll tell you that a lot of people are turning to other areas like cryptocurrency, maybe some of, the marijuana funds that are being started in order to trade that. So they're looking for kind of new avenues to get into. I think a lot of the people who are being laid off, because there is so much competition, thousands of people who are looking for jobs right now, not all of them are going to get, the few positions that are even available on Wall Street. They're trying to kind of look elsewhere.
I'm assuming the money available on Wall Street is so very different than the money available in crypto and CBD and everything else.
And not everybody lands well. But I can just tell you anecdotally what's happening in my neighborhood is there's fewer bankers and there's more big tech. Google's moved in, Amazon's moved in, Facebook. So the parents of my kids' school are no longer the bankers. They're the Googlers. But Leslie, I wanted to ask you, there seems to be a twin phenomenon. Trading revenue is being pressured, but it continues to move digital. What I'm hearing is that the big trades that were being done 2-3 years ago, a hedge fund or a mutual fund would pick up the phone, they'd call their relationship banker, and they'd work out a block price, or they'd come up with a strategy. And now that call is never even made, and instead they're just cutting that big trade up into hundreds of tiny trades, and a single machine can process what it used to take 1,000 people. Is that phenomenon still going strong? Is that what we're seeing?
Well, I think that's part of it. But I think the big part is just the fact that those big hedge fund clients who are making those big trades aren't doing as much anymore. They're experiencing outflows. Some of them are shutting down. And a lot of them, as we talked about yesterday on Squawk Box, are kind of just sitting out a lot of what's going on with the trade war, with what's going on with the Fed interest rate policy. And they're saying, you know what, I'm just going to not trade as much as I used to. And so I'm going to, and that obviously affects the banks. Now, the layoffs, what that says to me is this idea that banks don't think that phenomenon is going away anytime soon, that it's actually more of a permanent phenomenon, a secular phenomenon.
Right.